Most people envision the solar system as a series of planets tethered to the sun, held in place by a magical, static force that seems to govern the celestial dance. This common mental model is fundamentally flawed because there is no physical connection between the Earth and the sun, despite the comforting illusion of stability that we observe from our surface. In reality, our planet is not floating in a stable, stationary orbit as we imagine. It is locked in a perpetual, terrifying state of freefall through the dark void. For 4.5 billion years, the sun's immense gravity has been pulling the Earth inward, relentlessly attempting to drag our entire world into its churning, fiery, golden core. We are not being held up by a celestial hand or some divine, invisible tether, but rather caught in a violent gravitational tug-of-war that spans across the vast solar system. The only reason we do not plummet into the sun is that Earth possesses an incredible sideways velocity racing through the vacuum of space at 30 kilometers per single second, ensuring that as we fall toward the star, we constantly miss our intended fiery target. This perpetual motion is the silent, hidden engine that drives the mechanics of our cosmos. Just as a ball thrown with enough force curves around the Earth's surface rather than hitting the ground, the planets are perpetually falling around the sun's deep, curved gravitational well. This delicate balance between the inward pull of gravity and the outward momentum of our sideways drift creates the stable, predictable orbits that we observe from our home planet today. There is no fuel, no engine, and no friction to slow this eternal motion down, meaning our planet has been coasting on its original momentum since the solar system's dawn. We exist in a state of perfect, precarious equilibrium, where the sun's gravity acts as a constant, looming threat that we narrowly evade every single second of our long existence. We are not merely revolving around a star in a simple, gentle, circular path today. We are engaged in an endless, 4 billion-year-old free fall through the cold, empty, silent vacuum. We survive only because we have mastered the art of the perfect, infinite cosmic miss. Consider the cannonball experiment, a thought process Isaac Newton refined over 3 centuries ago today. If you fire a cannon from a mountain, the ball eventually curves toward the Earth. Increase the velocity, and the ball travels further, tracing the curvature of our home planet. At the correct speed, the ball falls around the entire globe, returning to the start. The Moon follows this exact principle, falling toward Earth while perpetually missing its target surface. Every satellite we launch into orbit is simply participating in this same elegant falling dance. The Sun exerts a massive, relentless pull, yanking our planet toward its center of mass. Simultaneously, our sideways speed flings us outward, resisting the gravitational grip of the star. Pull inward and fling sideways. These two forces balance into a smooth, curved, annual path. We fall toward the sun, miss it, and repeat this cycle for 1 full year. The entire solar system operates as a collection of permanent, stable, and rhythmic near misses. This explains why Mercury, closer to the sun, must travel at such blistering high speeds. It feels a stronger pull and must move faster to avoid falling into the fire. Mercury completes its journey in 88 days, whipping around the sun with incredible, raw intensity. Neptune, drifting in the distant cold, feels a much gentler pull from the central star. It crawls along its orbit, taking over a century to complete a single, slow lap. The outer planets are not lazy. They are simply falling more gently through the dark. Orbits are stable because the balance between inward pull and sideways speed is incredibly precise. If we slowed down, gravity would win, dragging us into a spiraling, fiery, inevitable death. If we sped up, we would break free, sailing into the vast, lonely, deep space. We occupy the exact perfect sweet spot where falling and missing cancel each other out. This path has remained consistent since before the oceans formed or life began to stir. There is no engine powering this motion. Space is empty, devoid of friction or air. Once Earth gained its sideways momentum, it simply never stopped, coasting through the long eons. No fuel is required to maintain this trajectory. It is a legacy of our birth. The calm sun you see in the sky is not a gentle, protective, static guardian. It is a massive gravitational anchor, constantly dragging us toward a potential, fiery final end. We remain here only because our sideways velocity is perfectly calibrated to our orbital distance. We are not floating peacefully. We are in a state of continuous, high-speed freefall. Every second, we narrowly avoid the sun, maintaining our position through this perfect cosmic aim. When asked how planets revolve, you can now explain the truth of our orbital mechanics. They do not revolve in the traditional sense. They are falling through the vast vacuum. They fall with such elegance and speed that they never hit their gravitational target point. It is a 4 billion-year-old journey of missing the sun by the thinnest of margins. We are the beneficiaries of a perfect, endless, and beautifully calculated celestial near miss. As we continue our journey, This phenomenon of falling while missing remains the secret engine of cosmos. Just as a ball thrown with enough force curves around the Earth's surface instead of hitting ground, the planets are perpetually falling around the Sun's vast invisible curvature through the dark, silent void. This delicate balance between the inward pull of gravity and the outward momentum of our sideways drift creates the stable, beautiful orbits we observe across the tapestry of the night sky today. There is no fuel, no engine, and no friction to slow this majestic motion down, meaning our planet has been coasting on its original momentum since the dawn of the solar system. We exist in a state of perfect, precarious equilibrium, where the sun's gravity acts as a threat, a constant, looming danger that we narrowly evade every single second of our long, spinning existence. We are not merely revolving around a star, like a tethered object on a string, but we are engaged in an endless, 4 billion-year-old freefall through the cold, empty vacuum. We survive only because we have mastered the art of the perfect, perpetual miss. Imagine the sheer scale of this motion. A dance choreographed by the laws of ancient physics, where every atom of our world is caught in a relentless, silent, and invisible gravitational embrace. The sun remains the hungry center, pulling with a force that defies human comprehension or measurement, yet the Earth maintains its path, defiant and swift, carving a circle through the deep darkness. It is a testament to the stability of chaos, where danger is transformed into a home. Without this sideways velocity, we would be consumed. Our oceans boiled away by the solar fire, but the momentum granted at the birth of our world keeps us safe in the void. We are travelers on a path that never ends, circling the golden light of our star. This is the reality of our position, a precarious balance that has held firm for eons. Every second is a narrow escape, a brush with destruction that we have navigated for billions. The cosmos does not hold us in place with kindness, but with a cold, mathematical precision. We are falling, yet we are flying, caught in the eternal rhythm of the celestial mechanics. It is a silent, invisible ballet that plays out across the vast, empty reaches of space. No hand guides us, no engine pushes us, only the momentum of a long-forgotten, violent birth. We are the beneficiaries of a cosmic accident that became a masterpiece of orbital, perfect motion. As we drift, we witness the majesty of the system, a clockwork of gravity and speed. The sun shines down, unaware of the dance, while we continue our endless, graceful, orbital fall. This is our home, a planet perpetually missing its target, forever falling into the golden light. Consider the sheer velocity required to sustain this delicate, high-stakes dance through the solar system. 30 kilometers every single second, a speed that defies our terrestrial sense of movement and time. By the time you blink, we have traversed a distance that spans entire cities and landscapes. This incredible speed is the only reason we remain in the temperate zone of our star. If we were to slow down even slightly, the sun would claim us in a fiery descent. If we were to accelerate, we would break free, drifting into the infinite, frozen, deep space. We are locked in the perfect sweet spot, a golden ratio of gravity and kinetic energy. This balance has persisted since before the first life stirred in the primordial ancient oceans. It is a history written in motion, a chronicle of falling that has never once faltered. The planets further out, like Neptune, move with a slower, more deliberate grace in the cold. They feel the sun's pull more faintly, allowing them to drift in wider, slower, grander loops. Mercury, by contrast, is a frantic dancer, whipping around the sun to escape its intense gravity. Each planet finds its own rhythm, its own speed, dictated by the proximity to the light. They are all falling, yet each follows a unique path carved by the laws of physics. There's no randomness here, only the rigid, beautiful structure of a system in constant motion. We look at the stars and see static points of light, but we are moving. We are hurtling through the dark, a tiny vessel on an endless, circular, gravitational journey. The sun's gravity is the invisible hand that guides us, yet it never truly touches us. It is a relationship defined by distance, by the constant, desperate attempt to fall away. We are the children of this cosmic fall, shaped by the momentum of a spinning nebula. The solar system is not a machine, but a living, breathing consequence of ancient raw energy. Every orbit is a testament to the persistence of motion in a universe without friction. We are coasting on the echoes of the past, a legacy of speed that never dies. The future holds no change, only the continuation of this long, unbroken, and perfect fall. We will continue to miss the sun, year after year, in a cycle that never ends. It is a comforting thought, in its own way, to know we are held by math. We are safe because we are falling, and we are falling because we are moving. The physics of the universe ensures that our dance will continue for billions of years. Look up at the sky tonight and realize that you are moving, falling, and flying. We are part of a grand, celestial, and eternal near miss spinning through the silent dark.